Hello and welcome to this week's crypto update. So what's been happening in crypto? Well, pretty much it's all about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been on an absolute rampage. As we've seen here when we were looking at the daily charts going back over the last number of months, we had that sideways action. This blue line was declining, resistant line all the way through. It broke through and it is absolutely been on a rampage since. And as you say, we pointed out this MACD that as soon as that goes past that, it was likely to see a very strong breakout. A few days later, it absolutely took off and hasn't looked back. We can see here in the daily, it's gone up now as far as 98,384. So incredible. If we zoom in here, we go into the 4-hour. We can see drew this blue line underneath, just on all the resistant lines underneath, and just did a parallel line working off this point here. And as you can see, it's almost hit it exactly. So where to from here? Let's move this across. Is this likely to hit 100 grand anytime soon? You would have to think so. Will it take a little breather here and go again? If it runs off this line, it looks like it could get there Monday, Tuesday next week. Maybe it does before that. Bitcoin is just so unpredictable at the moment. Huge moves. And it really is taking the air and the oxygen out of a lot of other cryptocurrencies. If you look here, you can see the top 100. You can see it's mainly red in the last 24 hours. Significant pullback. It's literally all energy is being sucked into Bitcoin. And like I said, Bitcoin on a rampage. Even right now as we speak, it's just gone over 98,000 again. Maybe it makes a run for that 100 grand before we ever make the weekend. Incredible. Why is Bitcoin moving so aggressively and so hard? I think most people probably know at this stage, but there are many reasons. One, of course, is Michael Saylor on his own is on a solar run. Last Monday, they announced MicroStrategy had purchased 27,200 Bitcoin for just over 2 billion. 1 week later, they announced another huge Bitcoin buy. This time, they've bought 51,780 Bitcoin for 4.6 billion. This is just incredible stuff. They now have a value of about 30 billion in Bitcoin, and they are up about 13 billion in profit and unrealized gains. This is just incredible stuff. Of course, this is getting noticed. We see Japan's, so their version, I guess, of MicroStrategy in a much smaller scale, but MetaPlanet continue now to buy as well. Their shares have jumped 15% after adding another 124 Bitcoin to the treasury. They're not the only ones at it. They now, MetaPlanet, have 108 million worth of Bitcoin. Genius Group now hold over 10 million worth of Bitcoin. And Similar Scientific now hold 120 million worth of Bitcoin. So we see now, companies have seen what MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor have done, how it has benefited their balance sheet, but also their actual share price, and other companies are doing the same, and it's having the same effect. It's having a huge effect on their balance sheet, of course, number one, but also their actual share price. Here we see coming out from Rumble, they put it out there, should we be buying Bitcoin on our balance sheet? Resounding yes here, nearly 94% saying yes, they should. And of course, Michael Saylor came in on that and said, and I can show you how. And top of that, we hear that Michael Saylor is now to present to the Microsoft board next month on buying Bitcoin for their company treasury. They hold 78 million in cash. So highly likely more very significant buyers coming to the table when it comes to Bitcoin. Everyone now seems to want Bitcoin. It's really incredible. On top of this, we see that Donald Trump's social media company, Truth Social, is reportedly in advanced talks to acquire a crypto platform backed in an all-stock deal. If complete, Trump Media and Technology Group, where Trump holds 53% stake, would purchase backed from Intercontinental Exchange. These are the owners of the New York Stock Exchange, who currently retains 55% of this. So just, it's incredible all the way around. You now have Trump, who's, you can say, has most certainly created a Trump pump when it comes to the likes of the stock exchange, but most certainly for Bitcoin, and it just seems to be getting stronger and stronger. He's now getting more involved in crypto business directly himself through his companies, and of course within the White House as well. You either see the future or you don't, as it says here. Trump team mulls creating first ever White House crypto role. Trump aids vetting for a crypto post, people familiar say. So now they're actually creating a post specifically to crypto and crypto adoption within the White House. On top of this, we see that Trump is said to consider crypto lawyer Teresa Gullion to lead the SEC chair. instead of Gary Gensler. So instead of having someone completely and utterly against crypto and going after it at every opportunity, we have a crypto lawyer here who has been defending these crypto projects and is very pro crypto. So it literally is, it's all about Bitcoin at the moment. It's going on an absolute rampage. Where to from here? Well, in all likelihood, we see 100k Bitcoin. It could happen before the weekend. I suggest it'll happen early into next weekend, or early into next week. But it looks like it's almost a certainty now. What will happen after that? As I said on the previous update, I think it'll go to its 100, 101, 102, 103k. It's likely then to have a pullback and might settle between the 90 and 100k mark for a little while. If that were to happen, we could see altcoins really starting to take off. At the moment, the majority of the energy is being sucked into Bitcoin. But like I said, it's the rest of the cryptos time will come. Some of course, have already started to move, but there's going to be huge opportunities. So it really is a case of knowing what you want to have in your profile, your portfolio, what your risk profile, what upside you want, get educated and watch in those spaces. We have a number of videos done on how to create your own portfolio and what to consider when working out what your risk profile is and what upside you're looking for. Make sure to look at those videos. There's another video coming out on what it is that we use when we're deciding whether a crypto project is good or not, a very much sought after video. And following that, we're going to have a number of DeFi projects that we think could be really good picks. Not recommendations, point you in the right direction. You can do your own research from there. We're giving you the tools how to do that as well. Check all that out and hopefully find all that useful. With that, that's the very quick crypto update. It's Bitcoin bull on from here, and then where to for the altcoins. Get yourself positioned soon. Talk to you all soon. Enjoy the weekend.